EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable Arrowhead Stadium. Coming up, EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Coming up is a rematch of Super Bowl 55, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. At their own 23-yard line. Baker going to throw this right away. And his first look is incomplete. Albert Okwuegbunam on the intended target, but it's going to be second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
First carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in a victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
First down, Mayfield. And his throw is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Trey McBride, the target on that throw. That'll bring up second down. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 4. To throw, Mayfield. That is caught. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 46. Hunt will try going up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
From the 43, here's second down and 7. Oh, a design run for their wideout. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is third down. Mayfield going to switch things up here. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I almost see Morgan trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. Mayfield now. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that job's doing pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. It's headed right, it's no good. He misses wide of the upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 9. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Out to his left. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now 3rd down and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Chiefs at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd down and 8. Moore the motion man. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Here's Pacheco once again. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, and go for a touchdown, the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. They'll run here with Pacheco. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Nick Bolton charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Second down, Mayfield. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Here's 2nd and 10. Running left to give to Pacheco. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver in motion left. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Well, Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air, but I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice, because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, it's Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Well, now they'll try the end around. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That's caught down the field by Palmer. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's good for 28 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this second quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
2nd and 10. Now Baker going to change it up.
Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Like it's been as negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And he'll get about 3 out of that, up to the 39-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now a 3rd and 6.
Mahomes now to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They go play action. Mayfield. His throw incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Godwin, the motion man. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
3rd and 5. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Well, now Godwin with a chance to run it.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Baker changing the play at the line. They'll run with Hunt.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And incomplete on the deep ball. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Play fake. Mayfield. And the Chiefs are going to get him. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his 1st sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Now here's Mahomes.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete to McBride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, right back to Hunt.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Calling a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Mayfield. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the 1st down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A man who grew up right here in Kansas City at Center High School. It's Rashad White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Now a 2nd and 2. Mayfield down. A short one here, caught by McBride. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Mayfield going to switch things up here. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Kareem Hunt halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 10.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try and grab that lead back. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Headed straight. It's Pacheco.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
52 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Pacheco.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. To throw, it's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
Moore, the man in motion.
And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 29-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. A handoff now for Pacheco.
Down to about the 22 here. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
This is Walker.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation. This is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Butker's kick here is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Mayfield.
And his throw here's incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Now Mayfield. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's 3rd down. Mayfield to throw. Finds White. And he is out of bounds with the 1st down as the clock ticks inside of 30 seconds.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. Mayfield.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's Baker. He gets it over the middle to Palmer.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
And this is caught. And he's in.
Are you kidding?
much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Buccaneers, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.